What's up, guys? It's Logan, this 1584 Adventure. This is CampBox versus CampBox. My CampBox is going to go head to head with my father's and see which one's better. So, I guess I should grab it. This is my CampBox. So this box was built by my great-grandfather to store one of his belt sanders. We actually still have the belt sander. We've used it for a while. Shooting box, just regular box, all kinds of things. I did use it as a camp box for a while, but I moved away from that just due to the stuff I had at that time couldn't fit in here. But now I can fit a full kit in here that I can easily survive on for a couple days. So this is all just cookware, bags and stuff like that. There's no food really in here except a few cans. Let's get it open. Alright. Oh, got bumped around a little bit right there. Alright, first things first, I like this box just because when it opens, this becomes a little tray you can put some stuff in real quickly. I like putting trash bags, because I carry trash bags with me, gallon Ziploc bags, and aluminum foil. I also have a small bag of paper towels. I need to buy a new one for when that one runs out. So first thing first, got a bamboo cutting board. I actually just bought this not too long ago. I have not used this, but obviously need a cutting board. All right. Can of non-stick cooking spray. I love using this out in the field. We're gonna keep using it, but I always bring a can with me. Some palm olive dish soap. I have a couple bottles of these. I got these from a hotel, so I just use these whenever I need it. Standard salt and pepper shakers. These are just McCormick and Morton. I used to have one of those 7 spice kits, and I have a big fold out spice kit that I could fill up, but it just never, they took up space. We ran through the salt and pepper pretty quickly, so didn't use it much. I finally just like, all right, we're just gonna go salt and pepper. On to spices, we have Tony Chachere's More Spice Creole seasoning. Love that. Little expandable cup my mother gave me Christmas a few years ago. This is actually kind of the only weakness in the entire kit that I see as a direct weakness. Probably going to be replacing this with a regular cup, but it works for now and it works pretty well. I have my little bag of crap, so I'm going to go through this and show it to y'all. First, I got an Ozark Trail spatula, tongs, and big spoon kit. Love these. Can't find a reason to buy different versions. I do have another spatula in here, but that's because it came with another piece of the kit. I have the Boy Scouts utensil set that clips together. I bought a 4-pack, and I have one that I think that was my grandfather's or my dad's. So I got 5 in here. One's missing. I think it's up at the deer lease. This is actually going to be pulled out just because of one of my other kits that I got for Christmas has some other silverware already that's even better than this. So this is going to be pulled out and put in another kit, but it's there for now. I have a wad of blue gloves, nitrile gloves. You never know when you're going to need these at camp. Very important. This is probably one of the weirder things I have. I say weird, it's just not really. Corn cob holders, big ones. I got a little pouch full of them. I just like having corn on the cob when I'm at camp. But these did not come in this bag. This bag, I think, was actually for one of my little Bluetooth speakers that I've lost. Heck yeah. I have a couple of packages. No, I just have one right now of Cafe Bustelo instant coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker. This is just kind of a spare I have for when my dad comes with me. He drinks Cafe Bustelo instant coffee, and I just keep some of them. Can opener. This one we've had forever. This is a Tap Boy. Actually has a corkscrew in it as well. I don't think I've ever seen the corkscrew actually turn out, but whatever. Had this forever. I have opened up cans old school way, gone around with it, but I also have a, what is it, a M48 or whatever, pop top can opener, military style. This one's by Coghlan's. And I have a regular can opener. You might say, why do you have so many can openers? This sometimes, I've had my previous one rusted up on me at the beach, so I threw it in the trash, and I had to use this one to open up the cans. This is also primarily a bottle opener, so. Package of storm-proof matches. These things are awesome. They burn quick though, the ones I have. Right now, I need to refill my matches because I usually have a big box as well. But yeah, the stormproof, I will say they work. I used them on this previous trip. They burned up a lot quicker than I was expecting. So you gotta be prepared for that. Next thing I have, I've never actually used this. To rope with some hooks that you can, string across camp, put the hooks on so you can hang stuff. Let's see if I can get one out. All right. So you got rope runs through the top here, and this clips onto whatever you're going to clip it onto. This would be great for a lantern or something. I've never used this. This was just one of those things. I was on Amazon. I think it was like $1.50. Man, that's going to be useful one day. I just haven't had that day yet. I don't like hanging stuff because I hate bumping my head into stuff all the time. Got a bag clip. 2 expandable magic towels. My mom gets these for us for Christmas every year for a stocking stuffer. These are great. We throw them in every single bag we've got. And if you need a towel, these are great, just size savers. I have a couple other stainless steel clips here. Not sure what they go to, but it's always good to have stainless steel. I'm actually going to put these in my rope in this hanging bag. And the beauty, I have the Adam Glick Messermeister folding chef's knife. I got this from bespokepost.com. It's actually a really good camp knife. It's huge, but you can do a lot with it. It's really sharp. It's easy to get sharp, and I just like it. Now the bag itself has been very, very useful. My grandmother gave me 3 of these bags, a small one, and this one here is a medium, and a larger one. The larger one's kind of in my large box. This is kind of my medium box, day or so box. But, so I'm gonna fill this back up and then we'll get back to the video. I do have 2 tree twist-in steps. These are not permanent to my box. These kind of are just in there because the next time I go up to the deer lease, these are going with me. So we're going to put these to the side. They don't count. I do keep lantern mantles in my box. I have a Coleman set and 3 Peerless bags. I actually got these for Christmas. These were a great stocking stuffer. Can of green beans and a can of corn. That's generally the most food I actually keep in this camp box, because this camp box is not really designed for food. for carrying food because I generally carry that up in another bag. But I like keeping some in here just in case. Like I won't get home one day and just want to go. I also have a can of Spam. Never actually ate Spam. We're gonna have a day where we do that. I have a single packet, but everyone tells me Spam's great, so it should be great. Now, the next piece I have is either or situation. I actually have a third option. I just don't have it handy and I'm not gonna go find it. And that is stoves. I like to keep a stove in here. So, I have this single burner propane stove. This is a Coleman. This one was built in the 11th month of 1991. It's a model 5438, I think, or that's the serial number. I don't know. I actually got this and this stove together. This is a propane one. I like this one because it's small. My other propane burners are larger. They're almost twice the size of this. So putting them in here takes up a lot of room, but this one doesn't. So not much. This is my Coleman 502. I bought this along with this and some other stove, some other single burners. Gave Dad a single burner, gave Alex a single burner, threw one in the trash because it was a European style that I can't use here. And this is great. I like bringing this one more often than I do this one. I can just fill this up, and this has enough fuel in it for a couple days, couple meals, probably about 6 meals really. I'm not a big heavy eater, as that might surprise some of y'all, but I can cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner with this, with the fuel in it, no problem and nothing else. If I carry my propane, I have to have a propane tank. And I have to have one of the green ones, which is what would fit in here, and I can fit that in here. But I just like this. I like Coleman fuel, I like white gas stoves and all that. So I'm gonna put that over there. The third option is a little butane stove. It's really similar to the propane. Folds up, it's small. The one I have, I put together a butane burner and a butane lantern, and they stay in the same pack. They don't take up any more room than the propane burner together. The lantern's actually pretty warm, so if like it was a coldish day, I could run out a lot of heat in an area near me. But actually I haven't used that much. I need to use that. You gotta bring a butane cylinder. Butane cylinder is a little smaller. I have some big ones, but so end up pretty good, pretty easy. This next piece, oh, hold on, random mantle. I've got single burner lanterns. So next piece is a kit I got this Christmas, and I'm going to close this, and we're going to open this up. This is from Stanley. We are a big Stanley family. We like a lot of Stanley stuff. Surprisingly, I have bought very little of it despite having a bunch of it. All right, so we start off with, I'm gonna bring this closer so you can see. That's how it's packed up. Nice and compact. I just remembered what those clips were that I found that were random in the bag. They are the clips that came with this silverware kit. I don't want to keep them on silverware kit. I will say the silverware is actually pretty well. It's pretty strong. It's thicker and stronger than the stuff I bought for myself. So we're gonna put that up there. Oh, that's cool. I just noticed this. There's a diagram on the lid explaining how to put it back together. That's cool. Put that up there. This lid will go over. It has holes on this side. I mean, I think it had like 15, I'm not counting them, and one over here. So if I like made a pot of stew or mac and cheese or something, I could pour it out through here. So 2 silverware kits, a switchblade spatula. Spatula is not bad, but it's not any better than my Ozark Trail, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. So we're going to see what ends up happening. I don't know right now. This, I think, is a cutting board. This was on my Christmas list. I should know what it is, but I don't. It's on my cutting board. I'm guessing. That's what it looks like. So I technically have 2 cutting boards, but this one's kind of small. And the next 2 pieces, I'm not bringing them. I will bring them both out. Are plates. These are nice. These are 6-inch, 8-inch, 7-inch maybe plates. These are, I haven't used this yet. The last time I had a chance to use it, I just didn't bring it out. I used paper plates. But these are nice. I have another Stanley pot I'm going to grab in a second and show you a difference in choice I make. So, but the skillet's strong. It looks good. I have a similar skillet in my other kit that it's good. So this is a 1.1 quart or 1 liter. Dishwasher safe. Do not microwave, obviously. And it gets hot when it gets hot. But as you can see, sits on there real nice. Even my little one, it sits on real nice. My butane one, it might be a little off balance, but I don't bring my butane one out very often. So that's kind of it right there. Like I said, I'm gonna go grab another kit I have and show you that, because I can take it, I just don't very often anymore after I got this kit. One other thing I do like to keep with me is fire starters. And yes, I don't care if it's cheating. These are awesome. So buy a bag. These are like $4.50. 15 fire starters in here. Burn up to 8 minutes. Up to 8-minute burn time. Yeah, they just work great. But I've got a lot of space in here with this kit. My other kit, I didn't. So I'm gonna go grab that. All right, I brought y'all closer. So I've got this kit here. This is my 2-piece kit. It's got equipment for 2 people to eat. This is my 4-person kit. Once again, it's from Stanley. I do like that. You can pop this on and off, and I pick it up and carry it. And just like the other one, it has instructions for how to put stuff in here. I have kind of made some modifications to this, mainly took stuff out because I had other stuff. I have used this skillet quite a bit. I love it. It's great. When I was on the road as a service tech, we cooked with this very often. But you can tell it's smaller than this skillet here, which is understandable, but cooking a couple eggs in it, pretty easy. Comes with 4 bowls. The bowls are really good size. And the real big complaint I had about this is the plates. These plates are saucers. So you can only really eat one thing. I mean, a steak will fill this up. In here is where the silverware, this came with plasticware, not actual metal silverware, was located, along with, oh wait, no. It did come with, the plasticware I threw away because I don't like the plasticware. I've had several kits and I've yet to see camp plasticware that worked. So that's what the Boy Scout silverware set was for, was to fit in here. Didn't fit in here real well, especially with all this salt and sugar and pepper. Not getting rid of that just yet. Stuff I boosted from the same hotel I got the soap from. Let me be right back. I have one of the spoons handy. This is the big spoon that came with the kit. Comes apart. It came with a spatula that did the same exact thing, but I don't need it because I have the Ozark Trail stuff. So this is just kind of a spare spoon at this point. This kit does fit in here. Takes up almost the same amount of room as this. Got the pot if I need it, and we've cooked some good meals out of the pot. Start putting this back together. So if anyone's wondering, this is a cutting board. This is a drying rack. Yeah, flip it upside down, and boom, it dried. Got a drying rack. There's also this non-skid Stanley thing. So we're gonna put this back together. The one thing you probably did not notice is I don't have a percolator in this kit. And you would be right. Like I said earlier, I don't drink coffee, so I generally don't have a reason to make coffee. The person I go adventuring with often has his own set, his own percolator, pot, and all that. So I generally don't have to make coffee, nor do I have to provide a utensil to make coffee. So that's kind of the only real thing missing that's in my CampBox. But I do actually have a percolator. I actually have one right here. It is complete. I have used this in the past where I boil water. Actually, no, I used a different one. I borrowed my mom's in. But this, I can make it fit in here. It just takes up too much room. I have something coming in to help kind of fill this gap, but for now, that's about it. All right. We'll put that to the side, and then so that's kind of it. Like I said, that's my CampBox. It's gonna go head to head against Dad's. Dad's is a little different. It's obviously tailored to him. He does not have the Stanley set, so it won't be just us comparing small things. But I think my chances are pretty good. I mean, I'd take my box over his any day of the week. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to do some more videos. I know we kind of fell off the bandwagon for a while. We are going to do a podcast episode probably this weekend. It'll be uploaded by next week and go from there. So we had a great winter storm this week that kind of screwed a bunch of things up. So we're still getting over that. In truth, it warmed up enough today. Most of it melted off. But as you can see, not all of it. Deer lease is kind of screwed up right now, so I'm probably not going up there right this weekend. So we'll see how this goes.